Welcome back to the Virtual Channel Network to another episode of Annie's Kitchen. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Ani Phyo, the author of Annie's Raw Food Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you a really easy, fresh marinara sauce. It's just going to be blended with a little bit of olive oil and fresh Italian herbs, so it'll just be ready to eat without heating or cooking. And we all know that tomatoes are packed full of antioxidants to help us fight disease and stay healthy, but also vitamin C. And a really valuable ingredient is lycopene. And lycopene helps fight cancers and has been found to be really beneficial to men for avoiding prostate cancer. So that's a good one to make for all the people that we love in our lives. And so I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, fresh summertime marinara sauce. I'll start making my fresh marinara with 1.5 cups of cherry tomatoes that I picked from my friend's garden. He has beautiful cherry tomato plants that grow in an edible landscape garden around his whole house. So he lets me walk around with a huge salad bowl, and then I'll just fill them to the brim with these cherry tomatoes, and I'll go inside and whip up this really beautiful fresh marinara sauce and a delicious, nutritious meal. So this is 1.5 cups of cherry tomatoes. I'm working with cherry tomatoes because they have more fiber than any other tomato, and that way it won't be as runny. You can also use any other tomato that you want, but then you'll have to add in some sun-dried tomatoes to absorb some of the extra liquid. So I'm going to add in to my tomatoes 1 pitted Medjool date. Again, it's a semi-soft date. I'm going to put in some oregano and 1/2 teaspoon of fresh rosemary. So as with all my dishes, fresh herbs are really important. They really give it an amazing aroma. And especially in the summertime, fresh herbs are really abundant. I'm going to put in 1/3 cup of olive oil. Olive oil is really great. It's packed full of vitamin E. And also, our tomatoes, we know that our tomatoes are packed with lycopene, but also lycopene is great for battling cancers and illness, but it's also great for our eyes as well. I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And I'm going to put in a teaspoon of sea salt. And again, I use sea salt rather than the conventional iodized salt. Sea salt is literally salt that is sun-dried from the ocean. And so I've actually had the opportunity to harvest sea salt. I had to use a crowbar and a shovel to break off chunks of salt, but it was amazing. And so I brought it home and I mortar it, and I have my own harvested sea salt. So I encourage you all to use sea salt as well. And that is it. And I'm just going to blend it right in this container, and you'll see how easy this is. And there we are. There's your marinara. It is fresh and ready to go. So today, I'm going to top 2 different types of noodles. The first type is going to be a spiralized zucchini. So this noodle is literally just our zucchini. And I've spiralized it. So you'll see that it is really an angel hair pasta texture. And I made this texture by using a spiralizer. And you want to use zucchini that's pretty straight. And I'm going to show you how to use this spiralizer. So there's little teeth on the spiralizer, and I'm just going to stick our little zucchini on there and put it into our device here. And I love this. It's a really fun tool to have. And all you do is just press it down and turn, and it creates these amazing angel hair pasta, and that's how we've done it. So you'll see that this is how I've made the fresh angel hair pasta. So when you go to a Japanese restaurant and in the middle of the sushi or whatever, they have that pile of white that's shaped like this. This is how they're making it. So this is a really fun tool to add to your kitchen. So I'm going to use my spiralized zucchini, and I'm going to plate a little pile of that. But I also want to show you another pasta today. So some days, I travel all the time. For the last year, I've literally been on the road traveling, driving up and down the West Coast on book tour in my little Prius with my dog. And so a lot of times, I don't even have a kitchen, and I'm really busy, and I don't have all my tools with me. I've actually discovered this sea kelp noodle that is absolutely incredible. So here's some of the noodles that have already been rinsed, and they really have no flavor. And the warmer they are, the softer they are. They're a little bit like gelatinous. But they have no flavor, so they'll take on whatever flavor of the salt you have. And the incredible thing is that this bag has 3 servings, And the entire bag is 18 calories. You've heard me right. So one serving has 6 calories. So for those of us that are counting our calories, it's a really incredible food. So all I'm going to do now is take our 2 different types of noodles, and I'm just going to drizzle our marinara on top. And that looks absolutely beautiful, and it's so easy. And I'm going to now just garnish with some chiffonade basil, just for color here. And that looks really pretty. And let's see, maybe a whole leaf of basil, perhaps, right here. And I'm going to, just for some EFAs, because I'm really into essential fatty acids right now. Essential fatty acids are really great in the summertime. The more of it we eat, it actually helps our skin protect itself from the damage of the sun. So I'm going to just take some, and just squirt some of that on there like that. Wow. And that looks beautiful. And I'm going to have to try some of this. I guess I'll try my kelp noodles first. Delicious. I'm wearing my marinara. It was really good. So thanks for joining me here today on the Virtual Channel Network. My name is Ani Phyo, and I will put this recipe on my website. So for this recipe and for more information on me and my book, visit me at www.aniphyo.com. That's aniphyo.com. And make sure to come back here to the Virtual Channel Network again soon for more fast and easy beautifying and nutrifying recipe ideas. Bon appetit.